Have you ever felt like you weren't good enough? Like no matter what you do, it's never enough? I get it. And I've been there too. But here is the whole truth. Your worth isn't something you need to prove. It is something you need to claim. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Stick with me till the end, because by the time we're done, you'll see yourself in a whole new light. The first step is to stop searching for validation because you are enough. Hadati spent years chasing approval, always trying to impress people, overachieve, and prove her worth. But no matter what she did, it never felt like enough. Until one day, she realized something life-changing. True worth comes from within, not from outside opinions. The truth is, you don't need someone else to validate you. You don't need more followers. You don't need a fancy title. You don't need a perfect relationship. You are worthy just as you are. And so the step I'd like you to take every morning is to stand in front of the mirror and say, I am beautifully and wonderfully made. I am enough. I am worthy. Say it until you believe it. The second step is to stop comparing yourself with others. Imagine two runners on a track. One is focused on their own lane, running at their best pace. The other keeps looking at the runner next to them, trying to keep up. Who do you think will perform better? Definitely, the one focused on their own race will excel. The truth is, life isn't a competition. The only person you need to be better than is who you were yesterday. I'll repeat. The only person you need to be better than is who you were yesterday. So the action I'd like you to take is to feel yourself. Make yourself feel valued and focus on getting the best version of yourself. The third step is to set boundaries and learn to say no. Think of your energy like a phone battery. Every yes you give drains your charge. If you're always saying yes to others, what is left for you? The truth is, people will take as much as you allow them to. So saying no isn't selfish. Once in a while saying no is actually self-respect. It is acknowledging that you don't have all the answers and that the best version of yourself is in sometimes saying no so that you have time to focus on self. The action I'd like to take here is to practice it. Appreciate the offer you're given, but mention that you can't commit to that right now. There is no guilt, there's no over-explaining, but there's power in setting boundaries and learning to say no. The fourth is to silence negative talk. Imagine if you had a friend who constantly criticized you, saying things like, you're not good enough, you'll never make it. Would you keep them around? Probably not. So why do we let our own minds speak to us this way? The truth is, you are not your thoughts. Just because you think something doesn't mean it is true. And so the action I'd like you to take here is that for every negative thought playing in your mind, replace it with a positive one. Instead of your mind telling you that you're not smart enough, say, I'm constantly learning and growing. Repeating back against those negative self-talk will do you a great deal in increasing your self-worth. The fifth step is to surround yourself with people who lift you up. There is a reason why they say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I'll repeat that. There is a reason they say you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you're surrounded by negativity, you'll definitely feel small. You'll feel unworthy. But if you're surrounded by people who believe in you, people who encourage you, you'll start believing in yourself too. So the truth I'm trying to say is that energy is contagious. Choose your company wisely. The step I'd like you to take here is to make a list of 5 people you spend the most time with. Do they inspire you or do they drain you? And if they do, adjust accordingly. The 6th step is to celebrate every win, big or small. Ever seen a baby take their first steps? They wobble, they fall, but everyone cheers like they just won an Olympic gold medal. What if we treated our progress the same way? Stop waiting for a big achievement to feel proud. Every baby step forward is worth celebrating. And the best thing to do here is to keep a wins journal. Write down at least one thing you accomplished every day. And for the things that you've not yet accomplished, write the learnings you're picking on this journey. The 7th step is to step out of your comfort zone. There was once a young woman who never spoke up in meetings. She doubted herself. She was afraid she'd sound not understanding. But one day, she forced herself to contribute just one idea. The response? People valued her input. That tiny step changed everything. She kept pushing herself, and now she leads meetings. The truth is, confidence isn't something you're born with. It is something you build by taking small steps of actions. So I want to encourage you to do one thing today that makes you uncomfortable. Speak up. Apply for that course. Get that book and read it. Do that work assignment instead of procrastinating. Start that project you've always wanted to do. You've got this and you can do it. The last step is to believe in yourself like your life depends on it. There's a famous story about a man who was given a locked door and told behind it was life of his dreams. He searched for years for the key, trying everything, until one day he realized the door was never locked. He just had to push it open. The only thing stopping you is you. I'll repeat. The only thing stopping you is you. Not your neighbor, not your friend, not your workmate, not your spouse. The only thing stopping you is you. The moment you start believing in yourself, doors will open. It's often easy to put blame on other people for things you're not doing. But I promise you, that is just guilt tripping yourself. It is just pushing the blame to other people. And so I want to encourage you, the biggest roadblock you have is yourself. The moment you start believing in yourself, doors will open. So the action I'd like you to take is to write down that one thing you've always wanted to do. And put it somewhere you can easily see it daily. And remind yourself you're worthy of every good thing the world can give you. Remind yourself that you're enough. Believe in yourself and start taking baby steps. Self-worth isn't something you earn. It is something you claim. The world needs you to step into your power. So tell me which of these steps you're going to take today. Drop a comment below, and if this video helped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Go and be great. Go and be the best version of yourself.